What's around, everybody? What's happening? This is the intro for your prelude of 2023, right? And because technically it's not 2023, but those of you who go by the calendar, the Gregorian calendar, it is New Year's. So I will do another New Year's reading the first day of spring. Okay? So, but right now, to get that out the way, just so you don't get confused, like, why is she doing a New Year's reading in the springtime? Because that's when the actual New Year's is springtime. So, first day of spring. So, but for those of you who celebrate January 1st, Happy New Year's to you. Happy rebirth to you. And I'm sure you probably got all your resolutions in, and this time, right, like last time, in the year for that, you're going to stick to them, right? So this is going to be a before 2023 reading. Then I'm going to do a during 2023 reading. And then I'm going to do an after 2023 reading. So it's going to be 3 readings in this one series of what's to come in 2023. So, once again, it's going to be broken down before 2023, and that's what we're going to focus on right now. And then we're going to do during 2023, which is going to be another video. And then we're going to do after 2023. And this is going to be a pick a card. Alright, so you're able to pick a card based on which card you resonate with. I haven't put any flames out or any crystals. I'm just going to do it by numbers. Okay, so you're going to go based off of the number you resonate. Whichever... well, let's probably start. I'll number them from 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll just pick up what cards you have from there. So we got a lot of things going on during this. So we brought in, for those who celebrate January 1st, the New Year in Capricorn season. So you probably want to go check out what you should be minding your business and and focusing on during this Capricorn season. Meanwhile, during this heavy broad energy of celebration of 2023, we're having still a stellium happening in Capricorn. So it's all about, yeah, you celebrate and that's all good, but now what? You know, what you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? And the sun is, you know, conjuncting Mercury, and it's all like, hello, I'm ready to express, you know, what I need to get done to be structured and more sound in my life, you know, have the safety and the financial security and the everything, you know, clear foresight on your decision making, all of that, right? And then Uranus is trining it, and Capricorn is like, okay, and while you're doing that, you're going to be yourself, and in the meantime of being yourself, you might be looked at as a rebel or a black sheep or, you know, whatever, not with the program type situation. And it's also dealing with Pluto, which is like, okay, some things are going to have to right on out here. You know, we're going to have to change how we feel about things. We're going to have to change our emotional status here. You know, we're going to have to improve our emotional intelligence. That's what we have to do. So all these things are going into the sky as we come in. It's still looking kind of, you know, dreary as far as emotions, as far as losses in the world. However losses you want to talk about, whether it's human loss or financial loss or relationship loss or stability lost or whatever. A lot of people have been feeling a lot of lostness. And in this lostness, it's like, okay, well, find your way. You know, and 2023 is all about finding your way, you know. And so this is going to be the before reading, before 2023, so more of a historical background. And this is whatever card you resonate with. This is the card that you've probably been dealing with, the main card of 2022. So, or if you do celebrate the new year, first day of spring, then this will be more of your shadow period of 2023. So anything in this card you already know pretty much because you went through it already. So this is just maybe like a what do you want to call it? Stamp of, yeah, I knew it. Right, that's something that yeah, and that will help you pinpoint what you need to do for 2023. And that's when I'm going to talk about the during. So by the time I get to the during, you should pretty much have an idea, right? Based on this card and based on what you have learned in the summary of 2022. So before 2023, so pick a card. All right, let's get started.
These are your cards for your reading. Resonate on the cards.
See which one that you resonate with without thought, without feeling. Okay, and we're going to go first. It's going to be this card. Second, third, and fourth. Okay, first, second, third, and fourth. Okay.
So, resonate with the cards. Once you resonate with the card, I'm going to pull the card and we're going to get started.
What's around? This is card number 1. So if you chose card number 1, this is you before 2023. So this is you before 2023. So 2022 was like the sun to you. You felt, you know, positive about life. You know, you had more fun. You know, you started to feel all warm and fuzzy about yourself and your life and your future, and very, you know, optimistic. You know, the glass is like, you know, halfway full type of thing, and it's all good, you know, because more is to come. So you wasn't, you like not sweating stuff, or at least working on not sweating things, and working on, you know, your energy level, and, you know, making sure that you you know, choose a routine that's going to keep you going, you know, and using most of your time for the 24-hour cycle. So you might be doing vitamins, breathing exercises. You might be on a different exercise regimen. You're trying something new. You ordered new equipment, changing your diet or adding something to your diet, or deleting something from your diet. You might be sleeping more, you know, water drinking, you know, and this is before the Happy New Year, you know, like you already had this set that you're going to work on this, and therefore, you know, by working on yourself and being more childlike, you know, meaning that whatever comes, and I'm just going to have fun with it and roll with it because, you know, I'm here to, you know, to explore, to have fun, to make mistakes and fall, but be okay with that, and to learn from that, and to learn and expand, and to meet new people and go to different places and be myself while I'm doing it. And it's like, whoopee, you know, like little baby on the horse, whoopee, right? And the horse is like, again? We gotta do this again. It's like, yes. So for some of you, that's what it was like. And that's what you, and if it wasn't like that completely, these are the things that you started to work on before the Happy New Year, right? And then some of y'all probably halfway through this reading is like, I'm about to click off because this is not resonating. That's why. Okay? Because you are the opposite. You're like the glass is half empty. You're like the pessimistic of the crowd. You know, you're like the dark cloud of it all. You know, when you come through, nighttime falls. You know what I'm saying? The owls start, you know, making noise, and all the nighttime creatures start making noise, because here you come. You know what I'm saying? And you just feeling down, and you feeling out. Or like you get your hopes up too high, and then they fail. And then it just makes you more deeper in the hole. You get your hopes up high, and then they fail. And you're like, oh, and it just keeps, it's just like this cycle. And it's like, you want to tap in to your inner child, to your inner wisdom, to your innocence of, you know, your life, your existence. But every time you try, it's always a fall, and you're not, it's like an embarrassing fall. And right now, Lilith is in Cancer right now. So she making everybody, like everybody being kind of embarrassed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. That's okay. Because a child, technically, okay, because these are new children now, you know, but technically in the past, you know, children fall and hurt themselves. It's like whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's like they get up, they keep going. But this new generation is be raised, you know, when you fall, they cry, and mom cries, and everybody's crying, and this is like, But you're doing that to yourself. Like, you falling, and then you're crying about yourself, and it's like, and especially if nobody's there to comfort you, it's really hard for you to get out of that funk and get your energy back, you know, get your mind brand new and shiny and clear, you know, get your emotions brand new and shiny and clear, so that you can have the energy and that oomph, you know, that fuel for you to get out and go and experience, you know, what life has to offer, the warmth of it all. It's not, even though society is making it look bad, it's really not that bad as it seems, you know, because everybody is their own solar system. So if you worry about your own solar system, you know, go check out my other video about minding your business. If you worry about your own, mind your business within your own solar system and get your own solar system aligned, aka your chakras, right? You see how everything is going to fall into place. But it starts with you, and it starts with finding out who you are. Go back to your childhood, tap into that, and then go from there. Have a wonderful day and night during this 2023 before 2023 reading energy. All right, and then from this we're going to go on to the during. So hold on to this thought. You might want to write this card down or screenshot it, because it's going to build your story about this whole year once we get to through this whole series. This is your tarot card reading for before 2023. Okay, so this is your energy before 2023. And this is the 2022, what you were going through, what you were working on, what you were thinking on working on, etc. And this is what it was here. Like, you almost there, pretty much. Because it starts with you. You did some inner work. You figured out, okay, what do I need to do to be self-sufficient? You got a huge push from Capricorn, because Capricorn had a stellium for a minute. It still does have a stellium. And it's pushing everybody to get out there and do what they got to do. And you can check out my last video that I did called Mind Your Business and focus on, okay? So some of y'all might have already listened to that, and you agreed and you kept it moving, you know? Or you started, you know? Or now you have to push to keep going, you know? So everybody's on their different journey. So the abundance is there, and if it's not there, it's right around the corner, you know? So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You know, you're appreciating the value of things. You're appreciating how much it takes to get this, and then by you getting that, with what it took to get this, you're appreciating. You're not just like, whatever. You know how somebody gets like, you have two people, and they both get a new pair of Jordans or something, or a new pair of Yeezys, right? And one might get their Yeezys, and within a week or even a month, let's be fair, within a month, it doesn't even look new anymore. It's just all like, dang, didn't you just get those like 30 days ago? And then you go to another person and they look like they just came out the box. You know, they like tiptoeing with it because they realize, you know, they value, you know, the everything that it is, you know, what it encompasses. You know, and it knows its worth, and it knows when it has it on its worth. those type of inner things. So this is what you're doing. You're valuing stuff like, and it don't have to be Yeezys or luxury. It could be your life. It could be your family. It could be, you know, valuing your time. You know what I'm saying? It could be all of that. So, and this is working for you because you're putting your focus where it needs to be, which is bringing out abundance. You know, it might not be ready. Some of it you seeing trickle through. All of it is not bursting yet. It's still coming. You know what I'm saying? So you might see, you know, let's say you're working on something and you were working on something for a long time and finally your work paid off just a little bit. Just like somebody acknowledged it. You know what I'm saying? You're like, whoa, somebody actually acknowledged it. That's what I'm talking about. Like you can see where it could go because you got, even if it's small, you got to push like, it's like a, yeah, okay, it might be little, not compared to everybody else, but it's like an encouragement that happened to keep going. On the flip side, those of you who are halfway through this reading and you're like, I picked this card, and yeah, card number 2 is just not vibing with me, okay? It's making me more depressed by even listening to you talk to the other people that did pull this card. Yeah, because you're doing totally you're not in, like, if you are in your hustle mode, it seems like it's not working out. Like you about to fail. If you did not fail, but you're about to give up. If you haven't given up, you're thinking about giving up. You gave up already. You know what I mean? You burnt yourself out trying to figure things out. Whether it's burning out emotionally because you're like, woe is me, I can't get this done, or you know, this is not right. More in the caring, complaining mode, and you know. Or like mentally overthinking about things where you can't even get things done because you're just sitting there thinking about it. Even if you're writing it down, you haven't done nothing yet. Okay, yeah, you've been writing it down for how long? Now, like, do something about it. You know, it's like, you know, are you gonna hustle it or not? And some of y'all got a lot of different hustles, but maybe all of them not working, so you have to narrow it down to something that you already can see, like you already got confirmation, like, okay, these 2 hustles are the 2 hustles to focus on. The other 3 can go. You know, I picked those up. Maybe they're good for sometimes during the year, but right now the main 2 need to be this and this. You know, then you need to figure that out. You know, and also your self-worth. The whole, do you even deserve it? A lot of people sabotage themselves because in their mind they're like, yeah, or, you know, I feel like I can not feel it, and they feel like they can do this and that and the other, but then in their mind it's like, yeah, but do you deserve it? You know, you ever got praised for something, you're like, why is everybody, you thought it was just nothing, you know, but everybody else is like hoo-hawing about it, and you're looking at everybody like, okay. Or if that never happened to you, you saw something on TV or a movie where that happened to somebody just doing their normal, what they do every day without, but somehow it paid off. People think it's wonderful, and oh my gosh, and it's just, oh, and you're like, okay, this was just my step 1. I got many steps to go, but all right. Yeah. And that's something that you should probably add into a little bit too, to encourage you to keep going. Award those one little rewards, you know, even if it's, okay, I'm gonna do this today, and you get it done. You know, pat yourself on the back, you know, give yourself a hug, high five yourself, you know what I'm saying? Do a jiggy dance or something like that. Reward yourself for that and give your own self mojo, because don't look to other people to help you with that mojo. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you can, because some people inspire you. Like you might be at a playground and, you know, just watching the children play gives you an idea of something. So not that type of thing, but like, oh, you can do it. Oh, yeah, you can this. Oh, yeah, you know you're the bomb. Not that. So, you know, this is not, you know, oh, let me get my cheerleading squad together and then I'm going to travel with them and they're going to help me through. No, you have to, you know, be your own cheer within yourself. This lady is by herself, you know, this gentleman is by herself, and she got just, you know, the bird, and just because she got time. She got time to talk to the bird because she did what she had to do. So the bird didn't tell her, she just enjoyed it. But at the same time, she over there rubbing them coins like, I got time while I wait. But in the meantime, I'm focusing on my structure, my stability, my abundance. Have a wonderful day and night.
During 2023. Plus around, this is card number 3.
For those who picked this card, this is your before 2023 energy. And you got the King of Pentacles, and your underlying card is the Judgment. So this card is telling me you understand the assignment Okay, these cards are telling me you understand the assignment. You got the call and you was like, I got it. I know exactly what to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm a be grinding on it. You know, I'm gonna stay focused on it. You know, I don't know if you saw my YouTube video, but check out your zodiac sign about Capricorn season, mind your business, because this really might tie in to what you're already doing. Okay, so before 2023, before everybody on the Gregorian calendar, January 1st celebrated Happy New Year, right? You was already about that. Listen, I already heard the horn blow, okay? I've been hearing the horn. I shut the horn up. I said, let me get my behind up and do this, that, this, that, this, that. This inner calling has been irking my nerve, and I'm getting up and I'm doing it, okay? And you're on the routine. You're doing it every day. Nobody's taking you off your track. You are focused, honey. And anybody who's there to help you is there to help you focus, you know, so whether it's a pet, a cat, you know, maybe you have the dog getting you out to take 15-minute walk breaks, you know, as a release, you know, because you're so hard and focused on things and making sure it's right, and you don't want to mess up, you know, so maybe that pet is like, you know, a blessing in disguise type thing, where it calms you down while you're in this grind mode, right? And for those of you who are halfway through this reading and you pick this card, you're like, oh, no, girl, I was not feeling this way before 2023. Okay, I was not. Okay, but what you can agree to, since you picked this card, is that you've been burning inside and you have not let it out. Okay, I'm not talking burning as far as STDs. Okay, girl. Some of y'all are like, ooh, itching over there. No. But what I'm saying is your desires, like what you want to do in this lifetime, you know, because it doesn't end. It's just you as your name, as your social security, as your birthday, as you with the freckles, as you with the, you know, as we know of you as of right now in this body. You know, what are you going to do for it right now? You know, a lot of you are scared because you're scared to fail. Like, you're perfectionists, like perfectionists at the core. And if y'all Virgos and you pick this card, please, okay, calm your behind. Calm down, okay, Virgos? Just take a deep breath, okay? I just had to put that in there for Virgos. But, and it's like a pressure amongst the planets as well, because it's a Capricorn stellium. We're still in Capricorn season, as everybody said, Happy New Year. So it's about that grind. Then Uranus is stuck in a earth sign. Like, you know what, you gotta be you, but you still gotta be practical about things. You still gotta make plans. You still gotta be productive every day. You still gotta make moves about stuff. You can't be feeling stuck, right? You can't be feeling that woe is me, victimization type ways. You can't be like, oh, I ain't got nothing to do. If you want to deal with yourself, and one of the readings I gave somebody during that Mind Your Business, you can't run. No. It was the shadow work card. You can't run away from yourself. So you will sit there talking about you bored all you want to, and let your inner sides be burning and exploding, and you getting irritated, and you miserable at everybody. You miserable at your own goldfish. So you go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody, like I said, got to go through their journey. And when you get tired, okay, of being bored and all that burning sensation that's happening inside of you, you're going to start to move. It might be this year, it might be 2024. Who knows? Like I said, everybody on their own journey. So yes, if you have not understood the assignment, it's time for you to go within yourself and understand what is it that you need to do in this life. Why are you here? Like, literally, why are you here? Okay, because the horns have been blowing for a minute, for years now. Literally for years. I would say 2012. Okay, so I know you heard the horns, unless you're just 12 years old and you listening. But even 12-year-olds now, they are advanced, so they're going to surpass a lot of humans when it comes to emotional intelligence, mental intelligence, all that other kind of stuff, okay? I know a lot of y'all looking like, I don't see that in my child, but I'm positive about it. I'm confident about it. But anyway, so Yes, so stop doubting yourself. For those who wasn't vibing the beginning sayings that was coming out my mouth, yes, you can be a critic to yourself, because just like a best friend, you would want a best friend to tell you if you don't look right. You know what I'm saying? And you know if she's your best friend, she's not hating. I'm not talking about these type of best friends that you think they're best friend, but they're not. I'm talking about a true best friend, you know, or a good sister. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, oh no, that is not gonna work, right? You can do that to yourself, but not overdo it, overthink it, where you're going to turn into the Nine of Swords type thing, where you're just going to be constantly worrying all night, and then you're really not going to get nothing done. Then you're going to be so in this rabbit hole, it's going to be hard to get out of, and that's going to take energy. Then you have to muster up yourself to go ahead and get the courage to go on this routine. Be disciplined with yourself. Realize it's going to take hard work. You got to go through that, and you know what I'm saying? So you might as well just, save yourself some time and get real with yourself now, all right? Have a good day and night.
During all of 2023.
Happy New Year!
Listen around. This is card number 4. You chose this card. This is your before 2023 vibe. And you King of Swords, right? So you working on it. You was working on it before. Happy New Year 2023. January 4th, Gregorian calendar style. And you was working on, education, learning about new things, interested in learning about new things, is looking into, expanding your knowledge about certain things, and you're trying to, or working on, clearing out your fogginess in your mind. You're trying to, all them clouds in the back, you're working on getting them out the way, and you're listening to messages from yourself, and because you're able to decipher your messages, like, okay, is this a message that I'm picking up from other people besides me, or is this a message that I need to hear for me? You know what I mean? So you're starting to have that mental clarity on what to do, what not to do, and you're like in your power with that. Like your mental power is like on fleek right now, and Mars is in Gemini right now, so it's really like explosive, The only thing I would say is make sure you take some mental breaks. I'm all air, so I can relate. Take some mental breaks for sure, because sometimes it gets to the point where you're on a good track of thinking, but then because of your brain doing too much, because your brain is a muscle, just like any muscle that you work out, you do have to take breaks, right, for it to repair itself. So definitely take mental breaks. I'm not saying stop what you're doing, no, just take some breaks here and there, and you're getting down to the truth, the nitty gritty of it all. Like you're cutting through. It's like carving, your own life in front of you, and that's what you're doing. And you're using clarity to carve it, so that way it is carved in your favor. It's exactly what you want and what you need, and everything that you put forth in the universe, you want to come back in that manner. Look at the chair, look at the throne that the king is sitting on. It's very detailed to carve out, and that's how you want to do your life, whether it's carving out people who's not good for you, places not good for you, things that are good for you, and adding in things that you value and things that are worth you caring about, and all this other kind of stuff. That's what you're doing, and you're really getting down, because air is about getting down to the truth. Like you can't stay light when you're holding on to a whole bunch of bullshit. You just can't. So that's why it has to rain and the clouds got to move, okay? And everybody's happy when there's what? A blue sky in the air. Exactly. Now, some of y'all halfway through this reading, you pick this card and you just like, oh, yeah, right. I am just so like, I don't even know what to do and everything. You're doing that quiet contemplation, and that's okay, because air does that. Just because an air sign is not talking does not mean they're not thinking about words and how to put the words together and having a whole conversation in their own head. And you might just be in your head right now and not ready to express it to the world, because this king is out and open. You might be still on a throne, but inside, and just thinking about, okay, your next level. You know, how are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? You know, is this what you really want to do, or are you doing it because other people, society, or all that? What is your truth? You know, what is your path? These are things that you was going through in 2022, and you might still be shadowing going through them now. Those of you who are celebrating the New Year's on spring, the first day of spring, on spring equinox, then you're in your shadow period of going through this trying to clear out any kind of fog, any kind of thing that can disrupt your patterns, you know, how you move from day to day, what you think about from day to day. Because not everything that you think about is good. If you really think about your thoughts, like start today, literally break down your thoughts. Like every time you think about something, was it negative or positive, and keep track. And even if you log it, negative plus, you know, minus plus, or whatever. And then at the end of the day, calculate and improve it to the point where you can have more positives thoughts than negatives. That's a little trick to get out of that mental funk, all right? And then we got some manipulators in the house. So I don't know what y'all manipulating. I don't know. And you got the power, but with power comes what? Great responsibility. So you see a lot of people in society who got power and they misusing their power. Well, some of you out there misusing your power, so you need to check yourself on that and the manipulation, and you doing magic tricks and hocus pocuses on people and places and things, and everybody's like, whoa, and behind you like you got the little Joker laugh going on. You know, no. So if you're gonna do that, I'm just letting you know, it will come back, and this is a energy of 2023. So if you are staying in that lower realm, okay, then that's exactly what you're going to experience. And if you pick this card, I'm curious to see what happens when you pick the during 2023 and what happens after the 2023. And yeah, please comment so we all can, because it's all patterns, you know, even though we are our individual spirits, right? We're all still here as neighbors, so we all kind of have to come together and work together and lift each other up. All right, have a wonderful day and night during this 2023 before 2023 reading, and this is going to be a series of before 2023, during 2023, and after 2023. Have a wonderful day and night.
I got a beef with the sun, but I ain't trying to be nice. Only thing I'm trying to do is keep on flying this flight and be that birdie with the letter. Switch so many flows, you never heard them do it better.